This is Dr. Ara Dugmajian with Prime Coral, and I have a Monopora that has RTN right here. We're going to put it under the microscope and take a look at what's going on. And you can see that this Monopora has something moving in its tissue, what's left of it, and what that is Philaster. That is the RTN parasite. We're going to need to get it in focus to better see. All right, there they are, eating the coral. These are Philaster. You can see them. Their bodies are filled with zooxanthella and coral tissue. Here is a zooxanthella. These little dots represent zooxanthella within the coral tissue, and here are the parasites, moving around on the Monopora, eating the coral tissue and the zooxanthella. A lot of times it's difficult for people to see the parasites on the coral tissue because the parasites are very hard to see. They mostly stay inside the skeleton. But here we can clearly see that the tissue has the RTN parasites, Philaster, eating the coral. This was a perfectly healthy Monopora until it just started to RTN, and this is about the second day of RTNing. And I wanted to show you just how full of parasite it is. There are literally thousands and thousands of these parasites inside the coral skeleton eating it. This is what Prime Coral Stop RTN treats, and Prime Coral Prevent RTN in-tank treatment will treat. There is no other treatment that's effective against these parasites. These are the parasites that cause all coral RTN and coral bleaching. RTN stands for rapid tissue necrosis. These cause RTN by eating the coral. They're also responsible for killing corals in nature, out in the reef. They've been identified in RTNing corals. These are the parasites responsible for white band syndrome, black band syndrome, brown jelly, basically all tissue loss in corals, whether it's in the hobby, in aquariums, or out on the reefs. They obviously come from out on the reefs. They were brought in through the hobby and introduced into our tanks and systems through the trade.